speech number 7. Her objectives this evening were to collect information about our topic from various sources, to support her points and opinions with specific facts, examples, and illustrations gathered through research. Ooh, research. Should be really exciting. The speech is 5 to 7 minutes timer. That's back timer. 5 to 7 minutes. And the title of the speech is Not So Smart. Please welcome Carla Webb to the stage.
Good job. The stage is like that. So maybe this doesn't mean I'm not using notes. Just the other night, I heard of a situation where they sneakily and secretly trespassed onto somebody's property. A woman near Victoria. She was rendered powerless for over 3 hours. Chair, fellow Toastmasters, and guest, BC Hydro is now sending out their installers in the middle of the night. Why are they doing this? Are they desperate? Are they fearful that they're going to be confronted perhaps by an unhappy homeowner? Well, we'll just take a few minutes and see if we can shed some light on that. So what are smart meters? You may have been hearing in the news a lot about them lately. It's a very controversial situation. So they are wireless digital utility meters with additional electronic features that allow utilities and consumers to monitor energy usage. They are part of a new global plan to upgrade the world electrical grid to a smart grid and reduce energy consumption. They basically are being installed where your old meter would be situated in most cases. There is overwhelming evidence that smart meters are dangerous to your health and to my health. But there's also BC Hydro that suggests that it's no more dangerous than being on a cell phone for 30 minutes. Welcome to the smart meter controversy. In June of this year, the World Health Organization determined that microwave radiation from cell phones, cordless phones, Wi-Fi, smart meters, and other wireless consumer devices and infrastructure are officially labeled to be a possible carcinogen. In the same category is lead and DDT. Smart meters emit dangerous and pulsed EMF, which is non-ionizing radiation, which is a class 2B carcinogen, into private properties, the exposure of which is dangerous to humans, animals, and plants. There's also argument that they are instruments of surveillance, in that they can monitor our personal activities by electronic means inside homes and businesses. So there is some research into it falling into the illegal category as far as federal wiretap laws. So what does research suggest about our safety? So according to the Federal Communities Commission, at 1/100th of what they would measure as a guideline, these are some of the following health effects. Sleep disorders, abnormal blood pressure, nervousness, weakness, fatigue, limb pain, joint pain, digestive problems, learning problems, which of course impacts school children. At 1/1000th of the Federal Communications Commission guideline, altered EEG, disturbed carbohydrate metabolism. I knew that. Thank you. Enlarged adrenals, altered adrenal hormone levels, structural changes in liver, spleen, testes, brain, slowing of the heart, increase in melatonin, and the list goes on. At 1% of the FCC guideline, damaged mitochondria, so now getting down to the cellular level of damage. Again, impaired memory, visual reaction time, lungs, heart, brain, just an enormous amount of information saying how deadly it is. One researcher from Trent University in Canada, back east, we are creating a potential time bomb. If smart meters are placed on every home, they will contribute significantly to our exposure, and this is both unwise and unsafe. So what are the benefits? There have to be some benefits of smart meters, doesn't there? After searching BC Hydro's website, I wanted to see what their opinion was, what their justification was for wanting to, against a lot of people's will, implement these things into our homes and lock them. So BC Hydro says it improves safety and reliability, and I don't think they're talking about the safety of people, they're talking about possible electrocutions when their staff are out working. So again, outage notifications are immediate, problems are pinpointed specifically, and crews can see when power is restored. They also state that it increases customer service, in that there's more accurate readings, they reduce on-site visits, voltage optimization, or in other words, reduced cost, is apparently another benefit. However, there apparently is a CTV special on, I'm not sure if it's done yet or not by the time I did this research, that is basically suggesting that the Canadians that have already gotten these smart meters, it actually is increasing their costs. So I guess the idea is that with the information, with the smart meters, they're trying to get you to change your behaviors so that you use hydro or electricity at a different time. And it was funny, one of the things was, okay, so if it's cheaper to run electricity in the middle of the night, who's going to want to eat at 3 o'clock in the morning, but their family? Not possible. It also, the other benefit they say is that it reduces theft and tamper protection, which I know from experience in policing that there was a lot of situations where we were coming upon grow operations that had bypassed hydro. So apparently if there's any kind of tampering with the unit itself or bypass, then they'll be able to figure that out. So those are the benefits and the not so good cons about it. So what can you do? Well, first and foremost is to educate yourself. There is a ton of information online that will allow you to gain more information and a different perspective and weigh it out for yourself. There's, oh yeah, one, do I have it here? Oh, I guess I didn't put it. There was a particular website, smartmeterdangers.org is a wealth of information on different things. There are ways outlined that are very simple on the internet that you can take action against having them installed into your place, and I don't know how successful it is. I know they've been doing it in the States as well. So they've got form letters that you can fill out and place it on your current hydro meter, that when they come it'll give some recourse. And I've also heard that there are perhaps some things coming out onto the market that have to do with meter shielding systems and other devices coming out on the market that may minimize exposure, so there is kind of that avenue as well. But when I look at the pros and cons of the smart meters, there's no doubt that I'm against the installation of them, and I'm going to do what I can to avoid installers from showing up on my property. The health of my family, my animals, and more, and who else do I have behind my family, my animals? I guess that's it. Is more important to me than convenience of a utility company. So my question to you is, where do you stand? Madam Chair,